Hola amigos, ¿qué tal? El día de hoy les traigo un reto, un video de práctica en el cual lo estamos variando un poco. Lo que sucede es que el día de tu entrevista, el oficial puede hacer la entrevista, la verdad que como él quiera, puede empezar con las preguntas cívicas o puede empezar con la N400. No sabemos por dónde puede comenzar, por eso no quiero hacer los videos siempre de la misma manera, quiero constantemente estarlo cambiando para que ustedes se ejerciten, ¿verdad? Y que siempre estén retándose a sí mismos. Y este video, eso es un reto. No voy a incluir letras porque si pongo letras se pierde la finalidad del video, que es simular una entrevista. Durante la entrevista no habrá letras. También algunas personas de repente en los comentarios me dicen que el video va muy rápido y que no hay oportunidad de contestar. Créanme, las entrevistas así son y cuando ven los oficiales que no estás contestando te comienzan a exigir un poco más. Entonces, entrénate a responder rápido, entrénate a entender rápido, a poner mucha atención. Este video para eso es, para que tú practiques, para que tú te pongas constantemente, ¿verdad?, a prueba. Si de repente no puedes contestar algo o te trabas, muy sencillo, tengo otros videos que son para estudiar, no para practicar, en los cuales íbamos sencillo respondiendo pregunta tras pregunta, ¿no? Entonces, este video por eso lo hacemos a ese ritmo, porque así son las entrevistas. Si te gustaría saber qué está pasando en tu estado y cómo están haciendo las entrevistas en tu estado, síguenos en la cuenta de Instagram, citizens_ahora. En esta cuenta, todos los martes hacemos videos en vivos en los cuales vienen personas a contarnos cómo fue su experiencia y verdad que nos dan muchos datos muy importantes de cómo están haciendo las entrevistas en tal o cual oficina. Entonces te invito a que nos acompañes todos los martes a las 5 de la tarde en Instagram, citizens_ahora. Muy bien amigos, sin nada más que decir, comencemos con la práctica del día de hoy. Hi, please come in and remain standing. Feel free to put your stuff next to the chair. Thank you. Can you please raise your right hand? Do you swear and affirm that the statements you will give and provide today will be the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth? Thank you. Please take a seat. My name is Officer Lopez, and today I will be conducting your citizenship interview. Let's start with, do you understand what an oath is? Thank you. What is your full legal name? Have you used a different name? Would you like to change your name? Okay. What is your date of birth? Okay, perfect. Thank you so much. Have you ever claimed to be a U.S. citizen? Why not? Okay. Have you ever registered to vote in any federal, state, or local election in the United States? Okay. Have you ever voted in any federal, state, or local election in the United States? Why not? Okay. Do you now have or do you ever had inheritance title in order of nobility from any foreign country? Do you owe any overdue federal, state, or local taxes? Have you ever not filed your federal, state, or local tax return since you become a lawful permanent resident? Have you ever called yourself a non-U.S. resident on a federal, state, or local tax return since you become a lawful permanent resident? Usually when you do your taxes, do you have to pay taxes or do you receive a refund? Okay, when was the last time that you filed your taxes? Okay, and do you file your taxes by yourself? Okay, thank you. Have you ever been a member of, involved in, or any way associated with any organization, association, fund, foundation, party, club, society, or similar group in the United States or in other location in the world? Have you ever been a member of or any way associated with the Communist Party? Have you ever been involved with any other totalitarian party? With a terrorist organization? What is communism? Thank you. Have you ever advocated either directly or indirectly the overthrow of any government by force or violence? Have you ever persecuted any person because of race, religion, national origin, membership in a particular social group, or political opinion? Between March 23, 1933 and May 8, 1945, did you work or associate in any way with the Nazi government of Germany? Were you ever involved in any way with genocide, torture, killing or trying to kill someone, badly hurting or trying to hurt a person on purpose, forcing or trying to force someone to have any kind of sexual contact or relations, not letting someone practice his or her religion? Perfect. Were you ever a member of, or did you ever serve in, help, or participate in any of the following groups? Military unit, paramilitary unit, police unit, self-defense unit, vigilant unit, rebel group, guerrilla group, militia, insurgent organization. Okay, what is torture? Thank you. What is a militia? Great. Were you ever a worker, volunteer, or soldier, or did you otherwise ever serve in any of the following? Prison or jail, prison camp, detention facility, labor camp, any other place where people were forced to stay? What is a labor camp? Okay. Were you ever a part of any group, or did you ever help any group, unit, or organization to use weapons against any person or threaten to do so? Did you ever sell, give, or provide weapons to any person, or help another person sell, give, or provide weapons to any person? Do you ever receive any type of military, paramilitary, or weapons training? What is a weapon? Do you ever recruit, enlist, conscript, or use any person under 15 years of age to serve in or help an armed force or group? Did you ever use any person under 15 years of age to do anything that help or support people in combat? Have you ever committed, assisted, and committed or attempt to commit a crime or offense for which you were not arrested? What is arrested? Thank you. Did you ever been arrested, cited, or detained by any law enforcement officer for any reason? What is cited? Have you ever been charged with committed, attempted to commit, or assisted in committing a crime or offense? Have you ever been convicted of a crime or offense? Have you ever been placed in an alternative sentencing or rehabilitate program? Have you ever received a suspended sentence, been placed in probation, or been paroled? Have you ever been in prison or jail? How about in your country of origin? Okay. Have you ever been a habitual drunkard? Have you ever been a prostitute or procured anyone for prostitution? Have you ever sold, smuggled, controlled substance, illegal drugs, or narcotics? Have you ever been married to more than one person at the same time? Have you ever been married in order to obtain an immigration benefit? Have you ever helped anyone to enter or try to enter the United States illegally? Have you ever gambled illegally or received income from illegal gambling? Have you ever failed to support your dependents or to pay alimony? Have you ever made any misrepresentation to obtain any public benefit in the United States? What is gambling? Okay? Have you ever given any U.S. government official any information or documentation that was false, fraudulent, or misleading? Have you ever lied to any U.S. government official to gain entry or admission into the United States or to gain an immigration benefit while in the United States? What is a lie? Thank you. Have you ever been removed, excluded, or deported from the United States? Have you ever been ordered removed, excluded, or deported from the United States? Have you ever been placed in a removal, exclusion, rescission, or deportation proceedings? Are removal, exclusion, rescission, or deportation proceedings currently pending against you? Do you understand what deportation is? Can you please tell me what is deportation? Thank you. Have you ever served in the U.S. Armed Forces? Are you a male who lived in the United States at any time between your 18th and 26th birthday? Okay. Why do you want to become a U.S. citizen? Interesting. Why do you qualify to be an American citizen? Okay, can I see your permanent resident card, your passport, and your ID, please? Thank you. When did you become a permanent resident? And how did you become a permanent resident? Okay. When did you submit your citizenship application? Okay. What is your phone number? What is your social security number? Okay. And where were you born? What is your height and your weight? Okay. What is your current address? And how long have you been living at this address? Are either of your parents U.S. citizens? Okay. Are you currently employed? How do you support yourself? Okay. Have you traveled out of the United States in the last 5 years? Okay. How many times have you traveled in total in the last 5 years out of the United States? Since you sent your application, have you traveled outside of the United States again? When was the last time that you traveled? Okay. And who traveled with you? Where did you travel to? What was the purpose of this trip? And how many days was this trip for? Okay. What is your marriage status? How many times have you been married? Is your spouse a U.S. citizen? What is your spouse's name? And how long have you been married? Do you have any children? Are any of your children U.S. citizens? How old are your children? And what is your relationship with your children? Okay, before we continue, can you please tell me what color is the wall behind you? Thank you. Now we're going to do the civic test. I'm going to ask you 10 questions. You need to answer correct 6, okay? Are you ready? Let's go. What does the Constitution do? Okay. How many U.S. senators are there? What is the economic system of the United States? What are the 2 parts of the U.S. Congress? Name one war fought by the United States in the 1800s. What stops one branch of the government from becoming too powerful? We elect a U.S. representative for how many years? During the Cold War, what was the main concern of the United States? What are 2 rights in the Declaration of Independence? What is the capital of your state? Okay, congratulations, you have approved the civic test. Now we're going to do the reading and writing test. Can you please read the following sentence? Okay, can you please write the following sentence? The president lives in the White House. The president lives in the White House. This is how you write, the president lives in the White House. Now, can you please read the following sentence? Now, can you please write the following sentence? People in the United States have the right of freedom of speech. People in the United States have the right of freedom of speech. People in the United States have the right of freedom of speech. This is how you write, people in the United States have the right of freedom of speech. Okay, congratulations, you have approved the reading and writing test. Now, can you please answer yes or no to the following questions? Do you support the Constitution and form of government of the United States? What is the Constitution? Okay. Do you understand the full oath of allegiance to the United States? What is an oath of allegiance? Okay. Are you willing to take the full oath of allegiance to the United States? If the law requires it, are you willing to bear arms on behalf of the United States? If the law requires it, are you willing to perform non-combat services in the U.S. Armed Forces? If the law requires it, are you willing to perform work of national importance under civilian directions? Okay, can you please verify all the information is correct? If everything is correct, can you please sign and print your name? Thank you. Congratulations, you have approved your citizenship interview. ¿Qué tal? ¿Cómo te fue con la práctica? Espero que te haya ido excelente. Déjanos en los comentarios saber cómo te fue, si te fue bien, si te fue excelente, si te hizo fácil, te hizo difícil, etc. Visítanos en nuestra cuenta de Instagram, citizens_ahora, nuestra página de internet también, citizensahora.com. Si tienes tu entrevista esta semana, toda la suerte del mundo. Si no la tienes, pues aquí seguiremos trabajando duro para que llegues bien preparado para ese día tan importante. Nos vemos en el próximo video. Chao.